Icebreaker here, doing what I do best, interviewing with I remember correctly when I was in 8th grade, I saw a dude doing a windmill. It's a move that you spin on your back and you continuously whip your leg around and around. If you don't know what it is, ask Mony and he can perform for you. He should know that move by now. But that's when I first discovered breakdancing in a general perspective. Breakdancing means attitude, it means aggressiveness, it means originality, it means being yourself, it means creating something that is new, it means basically everything that you can yourself, that personality or the character that you have, you know, within yourself, that you can express in this beautiful art of breaking, and you express it at your best. And generally speaking, that's what breakdancing means to me. Yes, breakdancing does in a lot of ways, or in a part of way, does shape that b-boy or that b-girl in their own very unique way, because every human being is different and every human being express themselves differently. So perhaps when I dance, I express you know, maybe a certain ways that Monolith would express himself. So I guess my point is that it does shape you into becoming a person, and it does influence you in a lot of ways, because whoever that is teaching you, or whoever is that you are learning from, you in a way shape yourself in this art of dance and becoming that b-boy or that b-girl in a lot of ways based on what you have learned from that particular person and from your own unique styles and your own unique personality. A typical practice day for me would be, I would spend 4 to 6 hours on a typical day in practice, and I would start out with top rock, go down to footwork, go to the power move, and after top rock, footwork, and power move, I will work on my sets. Sets meaning I would add all that together and combine them and make them a set, and that's what we call a set. And that will kind of be like the typical practice day, I guess, for me. I mean, I'm sure other b-boys and b-girls do their own thing, but as far as a typical day speaking, that's what I do. I've been dancing nearly a decade, and there's many reasons or purposes behind why I do the things that I do, but generally speaking, what is my purpose behind this art is to be the best b-boy that I can, and to be well known in this beautiful art that I do. And spiritually speaking, my purpose behind this art is it's part of my ministry, meaning to reach out to others, young men or women or young adult, you know, and teens, and to encourage them in many ways. And throughout the years, I have taught many high schoolers, in male or female, you know, in this art of dance. And I have, you know, 5 students that I currently work with, and they are part of the ministry that I do in this art of dance. So spiritually speaking, my purpose behind this art is that so that I can bring myself fully to them of what my beliefs are and what I believe in, and to help encourage them, not just with dancing and the moves, but to really encourage them spiritually and push them emotionally, so that they can become that full man that God has called them to be. And spiritually speaking, that is my purpose. Before I answer that, there are definitely many different type of art forms out there. I mean, it's ridiculous how many there are. And the two specific ones that I have done personally was one of the other one was martial art. And I did I studied Muay Thai for about seven-ish year, and I did Tai Chi for 3. So basically altogether it will be equivalent to 10. And I've been doing that as long as I've been breaking. But why I chose B-Boy is because I will quote Bruce Lee when he said, it's like the art of fighting but without the fighting, meaning physical. And so with b-boying or with breakdancing, you can get up to that person's face. You can do everything that you can with poses that you hit with the beats, or you ride with the beat, you murder the beat. You are on point with everything that you do in that person's face in the battle, but without touching. I think to me that hurts more than me getting punched or getting kicked in my gut, or you know, getting beat up or something. Because I guess that's why I like breakdancing so much, because you can actually really get into the soul of that person, because it's a beautiful way for me to express myself as this person, as this human being, and as this character, Icebreaker. But I guess as a whole, I guess if you're really specifically asking me as a whole, I mean, I love it. Is, you know, where it's going, where it was, you know, back when it started, you know, in the 1980s, or perhaps even earlier if you watch The Freshest Kid, and to study the history. But the directions in this millennium age, you know, with YouTube, with IBE, you know, International B-Boy Event, one is probably the hugest one. Locally, Northwest Sweet 16, Queen 16, here, you know, in Washington. I guess as a whole, it is growing and growing. Personally, okay, personally speaking, I feel that the originality in it has lost that as a whole. Originality has lost so much in breaking, and everyone is just going to the table, taking what is good, and they're not giving it back. You know what I'm saying? Definitely performances help increase your confidence, because I think there's a huge difference between being in a battle and performing. When you're performing, no one is really judging you, kind of thing. You know, you're out there, you're performing, you're expressing, and when you're doing that, it does help increase your self-confidence in a lot of ways. And I've done many performances. It's ridiculous, but yes, performances definitely help increase your self-confidence. Well, I work with kids, or I call them my students. I have seen, you know, their increases in their confident level as a b-boy when they learn new moves, or perhaps when I officially give them their b-boy name, and they feel honored, and they feel like, you know, they have more confidence, and that motivates them to want to do better, and they change because they have someone there, you know, like supporting them, you know, throughout their dance, and whatever ways that, you know, that helps them to, that I can help them to express themselves fully, and they change in their confident level, because they are really truly expressing themselves, with honesty. And yes, they definitely do make mistakes here and there. I guess particularly speaking in the b-boy form, like they messed up or whatever, or they didn't get this form right, or this doing this pose right. But overall, those failures has helped them and shaped them to become this confident type of level b-boy that I guess you are asking about. And they have changed in that sort of way. This is B-Boy Icebreaker, checking out 206, represent Soul Breakers to the fullest. Shout out to Massive Monkeys, definitely. Dance Brooms, you guys are killing it. A.O.M, you guys are sick. And shout out to all the Northwest B-Boy for doing what you guys do and to keep it real.